All right, so stage 6, you can imagine, is causing chaos, not just at home, not just for small business, but especially in the traffic. Now, we know that stage 6 means the power is off more often for much longer. And it doesn't help when the traffic lights come back on either, does it? So much is going wrong as far as roads and traffic are concerned. Crime is also going up. So let's try and get an idea of how anxious communities and drivers are. There's Heidi Giokos for us. And Heidi, I'm sure you won't mind me saying you live in an area where I think your power is off more often than not, and you're having to sit through all the traffic as well. And so I'm sure you, just like anybody else, knows how frustrating it actually is.
Yes, very frustrating, and I think the problem is being exacerbated by the fact that we are subjected to stage 6 rolling blackouts indefinitely, and that means that if the power goes off at 4 a.m. it only comes back on at 8 a.m. and those are the hours that people are traveling and commuting to work. So one can imagine what the roads look like early in the morning. Also, I think what's important to highlight is the fact that many traveling late at night. For example, I finished the show last night at 9 p.m. Traveling home was a very frightening experience because everything is pitch dark, no traffic lights are working, and basically no JMPD or police presence on the roads. And while it's very difficult to be absolutely everywhere, I think much of the criticism that's coming is the fact that there is no presence at all. And the Provincial Police Commissioner Elias Mawela over the weekend indicated that unauthorized people trying to control traffic will be removed because they pose a risk. They're obviously not qualified to be doing this, but how and when will they be replaced? So let's get perspective. We are joined by JMPD spokesperson Xolani Fihla. Thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate it. I think much of the criticism is the fact that JMPD is not everywhere. You cannot be everywhere, of course. The problem is really big. But there have been remarks that unauthorized people will be removed from intersections trying to control traffic. That has not been taken well. Why are you removing these people?
Thank you for this opportunity, Heidi. We know that load shedding, but not only load shedding, but also cable theft and vandalism of traffic lights have left several traffic lights within the city of Johannesburg not working. And this has seen a lot of frustration from motorists who have to navigate through a lot of congestion and intersections where unauthorized people are controlling traffic. Firstly, for having an unauthorized person controlling traffic is that if an accident can happen, unfortunately the city won't be liable for any damages or any injuries incurred due to these people controlling traffic. And it also poses a danger for these people controlling traffic, because you might find that there is a motorist who wants to adhere to the rules of the road and who won't take instruction from these people, and when they navigate through the intersection they might bump these people. So it has been a challenge. It's something that we have seen throughout last year, and we have tried to ensure that we place officers at busiest intersections and main arterials where we have seen congestion, but we're also getting assistance from companies like Assurance for Traffic Free Flow, who are assisting with alleviating any congestion in the city of Johannesburg.
So I think many would disagree with you, because as much as they are unauthorized and they are posing a risk, and there may be other challenges that come with this, it seems as though they're doing a better job, because they are there and they're present and they are controlling traffic and they are alleviating the pressure on many motorists. Can we maybe get a consensus that you aren't everywhere? It's a problem. You can't spread yourself across the whole of the city because it's just too big and there are just too many traffic lights out. And how soon are you going to replace these unauthorized people to control these big intersections?
Yes, manpower has been a challenge for us, as you did say, that we can't be at every intersection and every corner throughout the city of Johannesburg. But officers have been tasked, especially through peak hour periods, that's in the morning and in the afternoon, where we do see a lot of traffic congestion. But we're also now starting to see traffic congestion outside the peak hour periods, and that's when these people actually do take advantage. That's why officers have been tasked to monitor these areas, the problematic areas that we do get most concerns, complaints, I know that it is prevalent throughout the city of Johannesburg, but where we do get the most complaints is areas like Four Ways and Lone Hill on William Nicole Drive, between the N1 and Witkoppen Road, on Witkoppen between Cedar and Main Road. So officers will be monitoring those areas. But I can say that at least we did receive a boost, a bolster to our manpower. Last year in October, the city and the JMPD did appoint traffic wardens under the EPWP program. So at least we do have some manpower who will assist with this problem that we're facing. But unfortunately, I can't say that we will be at every corner and every intersection.
Yeah, I mean, that's impossible. That couldn't really happen. I just want to ask one last question. There's also a major fear when motorists are driving home at night. I know Malibongwe Drive has been highlighted as a big concern with the fact that when it's dark and there's load shedding and people are traveling home, criminals, of course, take opportunity, and many are being held up, many are being hijacked, and this is, of course, increasing because of the stage 6 load shedding. Are you also looking into this to try and ease motorists' fears, to say we are on the ground, we are patrolling the areas, and we're doing our very best? Because right now, honestly speaking, Xolani, we do not feel safe.
No, definitely that's something that has been brought to our attention. You know that not only the safety of motorists, but criminals take advantage of load shedding for doing other criminal activities, house breakings, and also cable theft, because you know when there's no power, then it's easier for them to steal the cable. But it's something that we have taken great concern over. We are going to make sure that we do have a lot of visible policing, especially during those times, and especially at identified hotspots where we have received complaints or with either smash or grabs or even hijacking, working closely with other law enforcement agencies, especially the SAPS. But not only them, we also appreciate the work that's been done by community policing forums and also private security, who have ensured that residents within the city of Johannesburg are safe. But it's something that needs to be amped up. It is the new year, it's 2023. I think we need to work differently than we did in previous years, and working closely with the community and other stakeholders like the media and also other stakeholders as well, to ensure that this problem is resolved.
I've completely run out of time, but I have to ask you, do you have the manpower to handle this? Because this is a crisis and it doesn't seem as though it's going to get any better. We're in stage 6 indefinitely. Do you have the manpower to handle this? Not just controlling traffic, but handle the crime, handle the hijacking, handle the fears of motorists?
At the present moment, I'd say we're trying our best. We don't have the manpower that we'd ideally want, but we are doing our best to make sure that officers are spread throughout the city, have visibility patrols. You know that visibility is a great deterrent for any criminal activity. So having officers being on the road and being visible with the blue lights, especially at night, will most definitely assist. But as I did say before, that we do appreciate the work that's been done by other stakeholders like community policing forums and private security to ensure that our residents and visitors in the city are safe.
Okay, thank you so much for your time. We do appreciate it. That's the JMPD spokesperson, Xolani Fihla. And as you can hear, Gareth, I think everybody is struggling at this stage. There's not enough manpower, but everybody is trying to get together to try and alleviate the pressures caused by stage 6 rolling blackouts. And hopefully those unauthorized people will be replaced with authorized people, because this just cannot continue.